Discovering the Deeper Aspects of the Tao. A complete chapter-by-chapter exploration by Ryan Franklin. The Tao Te Ching teaches that the way which can be fixed into a single path is not the eternal way. Use no way as way. We took that teaching seriously. Rather than presenting one interpretation and calling it correct, we examine every chapter through 4 classical lenses: philosophy, cultivation, Zen, and martial arts, because Laozi himself warned us against clinging to one perspective. Each lens reveals truths the others cannot see. Together, they uncover possibilities that no single reading ever could. This is the Tao Te Ching. Read the way it asks to be read, with an open mind, from every angle, holding nothing fixed. Wang Bi, the brilliant young philosopher of the 3rd century, reads each verse as revealing the deep structure of reality, the relationship between being and non-being, form and emptiness. Heshang Gong, the hermit by the river, reads the same words as a manual for inner cultivation, breath, energy, meditation, and the transformation of the self. Chan Buddhism was born from the meeting of Indian meditation and Taoist insight. Its founders studied the Tao Te Ching deeply, and recognized in it the same truths they had discovered through sitting. Chan strips away commentary to ask, what is this verse pointing to, right now, before you think about it? The internal martial arts, Tai Chi, Bagua, Xingyi, are the Tao Te Ching made physical. They were created by Taoist practitioners who took Laozi's words literally. The soft overcomes the hard, the yielding overcomes the forceful. Every verse is read through the body. Neither Chan nor martial arts is foreign to this text. They are what happens when different traditions take the Tao seriously and follow where it leads. The people starve because those above devour too much in taxes. Therefore they starve. The people are difficult to govern because their rulers act with too much interference. Therefore they are difficult to govern. The people take death lightly because their rulers pursue life too intensely. Therefore they take death lightly. Only those who do not make too much of living are wiser than those who prize life highly. The people's hunger, caused by rulers consuming too much in taxes, exploitative governance. Difficult to govern, result of interference. Acting, interfering, activist governance. Bodhidharma Chan, Zen. Because rulers interfere too much, the mind that constantly intervenes in its own process creates the unrest it tries to calm. Because rulers pursue life too intensely, this is fundamental attachment, the root of suffering. Clinging to existence creates the conditions that make existence unbearable. Those who do not make too much of living, Chan recognizes this as describing the enlightened relationship to existence, present without grasping, living without making a project of living. The awakened being holds life lightly not because life has no value but because grasping destroys value. Internal martial arts. Establishing the principle of minimal force and the danger of excess effort. The people starve because rulers consume too much in the body. The muscles starve when the mind demands excessive tension. Energy consumed in unnecessary contraction is unavailable for genuine work. Because rulers interfere too much, the body becomes uncoordinated when the conscious mind constantly intervenes in movements that should be reflexive. Because rulers pursue life too intensely, the martial artist who fights desperately to survive creates the very tension that ensures defeat. Wang Bi, philosophical. The system has finite resources, the ruler's surplus is the people's lack. Because rulers act with too much interference, Wang Bi interprets Yu Wei, being, as the fundamental error, the attempt to actively manage what should be left alone. Every intervention creates reaction, every control measure generates what it was meant to prevent. Those who do not make too much of living, Wang Bi sees this as the essence of Taoist wisdom, holding life appropriately rather than desperately. The sage does not neglect life but does not inflate its importance. Heshang Gong, cultivation. Directly applicable to the practitioner's relationship with body and vitality. The people starve because those above devour too much in cultivation. The body's systems starve when the mind's demands consume too much energy. Excessive mental activity depletes what should nourish the organs. Because rulers act with too much interference, the body becomes difficult to regulate when the mind constantly interferes with natural process. Because rulers pursue life too intensely, Heshang Gong applies this to cultivation obsession. Discovering the Deeper Aspects of the Tao, by Ryan Franklin. Both volumes are available on Amazon and free on Kindle Unlimited. Links in the description. Watch the complete chapter-by-chapter deep dive. The full 2-hour 38-minute movie is available on the channel. Link in the description.